If you ever feel stuck in life, no, it's not because of anything you have to do in this world. A lot of the time, it's quite literally because your inner child is trapped and it wants to be free. So there's no such thing as an adult. It's not so. See, the inner child is basically symbolic of innocence. And people think that when you grow up, you have to remove yourself from the innocence because the world is so cold. Just flirting with that ideology is going to bring forth stagnation within your life in all forms. So today we're going to talk about your inner child. Peace unto you. My name is Nadiie, and today is all about allowing your inner child to be free. Let us begin. This is one of my favorite topics and things to discuss, because at a foundation where you must anchor as it pertains to your inner child is quite literally retire the idea that there is a right way. If you look at children aren't focused on what's right or wrong, what's ugly or cute. They're only focused on what feels good to them. See, children are aligned with isness, and they know if it is, it is. If it's not, it's not. They don't operate with any other form of path other than that. And that's how angelic beings operate. That's how galactic beings operate. That's how any being that is not of density operates. They know it either is or it's not. And what is, period. Now, since we are all one, I choose to express myself in a unique manner. So, for example, what is for me is knowing that, let's say, broccoli is healthy. I understand broccoli is healthy. But in my own expression, I may not choose broccoli. I may choose this. I may choose that. But it's not going to negate the fact that this is what it is. That is like a whole different form of expression, because some people think that, oh, it's too simple, so it's not spiritual. See, it's only the ego that wants to make plain statements complex and complex statements plain. It's only the ego that feels like if something is too simple, it's not right, or it's too good to be true. See, ask yourself, if someone is speaking in your mind when the statements of it's too good to be true comes forth, because that can't be of you. That has to be something other than. That has to be something that society has given you. If you can't imagine an angel or God or any form of master that people revere, like Yeshua, Buddha, Yogananda, or any of these beings, if you can't imagine them having those ideologies, oh, it's too good to be true. Ah, no, woe is me. Then truly ask yourself, how did I even get this idea? Who was the first person that introduced me to this topic? See, people don't even ask themselves simple questions like this. And this is all for your inner child, because for you to remember your innocence, you have to literally take out the trash. You have to take out the trash. You must embrace that which is and really retire the idea that this world is going to provide you with any form of spiritual nutrition, because it's not. It's too good to be true. Ask yourself, who was the first person that gave me this? A lot of the time, people won't even know. They will go back, I'm thinking. I can't even remember the first time I heard this statement. Why? It's because the more you subscribe to the world, naturally, the more you wake up, you are going to have certain ideas and perceptions of the world. It's a psychology. If I just put you in proximity of something for a long period of time, naturally you are going to be acting like the thing that you are in proximity of. That's just scientifically proven. It's psychology. Okay, if I put you around a lot of hunter and gatherers for 1 month, guess who's going to display traits of hunting and gathering? You. You don't even have to go on their expeditions. You just being around that environment is just going to be like, oh, liberating for you. Now you're going to want to throw a spear. Now you're going to want to plant and build a garden. This is literally why we say reality is your perception, and your perception is your reality. Because what you choose to put in your environment is you. Remember, because you're one with everything. So once you anchor this piece of information, and then you start to be like, okay, well, there's a lot of things that I do know the root of or where I got it from, okay, retire those as quickly as you can. But there are a lot of things that I don't know the root of. Well, we just displayed, okay, that's because I've been in proximity of the world for too long. So now what do you have to do? Exit the world. How do you exit the world? You stop laughing at the same jokes that the world is laughing at. You stop subscribing to the same beliefs that the world is subscribing to. If the world believes blue is a specific color, then no. It's not that no more. If the world believes orange is a specific color, it's not that no more. You literally have to go to the root. And I don't care if people think you're crazy, because it's only in an insane world where people that are trying to embrace that which is spiritual nutrition is deemed as crazy. But then later in life, when everybody's screaming, woe is me, they look towards you. The world is backwards. So on the smallest level, the minute level, all the way to the largest level, you retire the world. I don't care if they're calling walls. No, I'm not calling it that no more. You retire everything. Now, some people may say, well, what if I'm trying to speak with somebody? Do I just always correct them? No, you respect the illusion. You meet them where they are, but you know the truth. Okay, if I know to bridge with you, I got to utilize these terms. I'm going to bridge. That's going to be my focus. It's not going to be because I embrace what you think is true. I'm just going to bridge with you. And then maybe in the future, if you ask me about the spiritual path, I can give you the full truth. Once you retire and take out the trash, once you are done with this world, then what you do is you start focusing on what did you like to do as a child. If you've been so programmed and you forgot, ask your mom, ask your grandmother, ask your family, ask your brothers and your sisters if they're older. Don't ask them as in you're trying to get some spiritual knowledge. Just make a joke like, hey, what did I used to do as a kid? Hey, did I used to do this as a kid? Was this around when we was younger? Start asking questions like that and soaking up the knowledge. And then what you do is you figure out how to apply all the information that you was doing as a kid into the now. Oh yeah, every time you wanted to go outside, you just be dancing at the door. Well, okay, maybe you don't have to dance at the door. If it serves, then serve. But maybe dancing was a part of your inner child's liberation. So start implementing dancing. I don't care if you think you got to dance this way or that way. Retire that. Remember, we are retiring the world. The right way isn't the way that Michael Jackson or Chris Brown dances. There's no right way to do anything. Dance. If you and your inner child love cereal, I don't care what the nutrition people say, because you have to understand this. I abide by the laws of God, not the laws of man. Okay? For you to truly embrace that which is masterful energy, you have to put on the consciousness of a master. Well, a master is not going to be like, I can't eat this or I can't do that because this is less than or this is not great. That's not how masters operate. We are so holy that we can get the nutrition of the greatest fruit in the world by eating a candy bar. But if you don't subscribe to that consciousness and integrate the consciousness, because there's one thing to subscribe to it, but it's another thing to integrate it. See, if you just disrespect it and just leave it alone altogether and say, oh, there's no way I can amount to that, you have already placed limits upon yourself. But if on some level, because we're just asking you to flirt with the idea, on some level, if you say, okay, I can abide by the laws of God so much that literally I can change the laws and properties of anything in this world to my benefit. If you are able to flirt with that idea, one day you'll wake up, you'll eat a Hershey Kiss bar, and you'll feel the energy as if you just drunk a smoothie. And then that's how you know you're on the path, because you're starting to produce miracles. You find out what your inner child has been doing after you have left the ideas that this world is real. Then after you figure out what your inner child has been doing, then you start subscribing to the idea that, oh, I'm only going to abide by the laws of God. I'm not going to worry about right and wrong. And then boom, your inner child will just literally flourish. One day you'll wake up and you'll be a different person, literally. If you are interested in joining our mystery school, click that link in the Bible. Before you do, DM me and I'll give you our free 3-day course, because if you aren't willing to integrate at least 3 days to God while you're trying to join the mystery school, and if you're interested in booking a one-on-one session with me, also click that link in the bio. With that, we say welcome home.